So I have a long history with Jaybird, man. I mean, look at this. Here are my Terra Pros. I use these like crazy. And then I believe I got the runs. I can't find my runs, but here are my XTs. Man, I can't find my runs. But here are my Vistas. Yeah, I love these still. But here are my Vista 2s. Interesting. All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay, and yes, here we are with the Jaybird Vistas 2s. Now, you guys know that I have the ones, and I have been using the ones, the first version of these since launch. These have been my favorites. They still work. I love everything about them, and I'll tell you some of the improvements they've made with the version 2s. So as you can see here, you've got sound, active noise canceling now. You got Sound Sense. You've got IP68, obviously, a couple different sizes to fit your needs. 6mm driver, so we should have premium sound because the original versions are absolutely fantastic. And you've got 4 microphones now for clear voice. This is going to be pretty nice, man. And battery life, I know it's going to be good. So obviously there is a Jaybird app. We'll install that too, but let's get into it. So as usual, good presentation here from Jaybird, and I will be comparing the case as well because I can see now the case is actually different as well. And yeah, they've definitely done some improvements on how they present this in the box. You get some earbud tips there, some replaceable ones there, and you got the nice short Type-C cable here for your earbuds. And then depending on how big your ears are or what you want to do, here's 2 more sizes here to fit your needs. Now, most of the time, the Jaybird Vistas come in the box. They're set already. I don't need to change the tips on them, so that's good. Nice literature here. I would tell, OEMs to start putting this all online. That way we can save, because a lot of people don't read this. But nonetheless, let's throw this all in here because I'm ready to get to the buds, and here they are. So again, great presentation this time around from Jaybird. I mean, I'm really digging the presentation. So here's the box or the case that it is going to be housed in. Just a few things that are different around this area. This is different than the lanyard style. It's kind of built into the case itself here. So you can see the difference there. And then comparing them this way here, you can see it's roughly the same size. It's just rounded with less chamfered edges and pretty much going right along. But there is a difference here. This actually has wireless charging, and I will demo that for you too. That first open, man. Oh, these are so beautiful. Oh my gosh, man. These are beautiful. I'm going to pair these up, and I'm going to tell you first impressions. You guys know how I do it. I always do a first impressions. And let's get a little tighter here. That is just beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm excited, and I hope you're excited too, because you guys know I don't just have the Jaybird Vistas, the original ones. I have plenty of Jaybirds, man. So let's get into my phone here. I'm going to pair this up and show you the pairing process. As you can see, I already have my Jaybird app installed. So let's go into the Jaybird app and let's check it out and see if it'll pick these up, because the other ones, boom, there it is right there. This seems to be the norm for connecting your earbuds now. So let's see here. It's wanting me to download an application. Let's see here. Device connected. Okay. All right. So connecting. Boom. There they are. Let's get out for a second here. Here we go. So that was quickly installed. And there's an update for the buds. And this is why I do this kind of real time for you. So you can see it automatically. I just open my Jaybird app. If you don't have any Jaybird runs or just any Jaybird earbuds, you want to install the app. But since I have these already, it picks it up right away. They're connected. And we're going to go ahead and do this update. But I just wanted to show you that man, I can't stress the excitement behind this, these earbuds, because if you've been following me for a long time, You know that I've given high praise to the Jaybird runs, and I'll compare and see if there's any big difference in size or anything like that with these, but I don't think that there is. Just looking at them firsthand, it looks like they did internal upgrades and just kind of gave the outside a little bit of a fabric, because that's supposed to be to help with calls, because it has 4 microphones. But nonetheless, this update is actually going pretty quickly, so I'll go ahead and get these. I love the pairing process now. I'll go ahead and get these taken care of, and I'll give you a sound test, so you just keep watching. I don't want to bore you with too much of the install, but just looking these over, man, these are beautiful. And you know, these are going to run you $199. So, and they come in 3 colors now. They have a black, which is this version here, and then they have a Nimbus gray, and then they have a beautiful midnight blue. So you pick and choose what which one you want to pick up. It's up to you. But I highly recommend. I've always recommended Jaybird, and not for any kind of particular reason. I just think that their products are really, really good, and I have so many different Jaybird earbuds. It's I guess it's just inevitable, like the Matrix. It's inevitable that I keep the flow going with more earbuds from them. So run your $199. You decide whether you want to pick these up. In the world of earbuds, we know that it is a tough battle, and so your earbuds have to stand out. So these are going to reboot, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you how I feel about these. No fan club type of reviews here. I use the products, and I'm going to use this exclusively for a week with my OnePlus 9 Pro. And so I will give you my first impressions right now and tell you, and in between this break that you're getting ready to get, I'm going to make a phone call to, see how I like them and see if they're any better on phone calls. Because the first version of these Jaybird runs right here, I work out with these heavily, and I made a lot of phone calls, and I didn't get anything spectacular for anyone. Calls were okay. I'm saying they were normal. But let's hope that the noise canceling on these Vista 2s are great. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, for this part of the video, before I talk about sound quality and things like that, I have made some phone calls and, we checked out some music. So, but first I want to show you the application, because this is a little different from the previous device, the regular Vistas. So as you can see here at the top, you've got obviously your battery percentage and everything of the case and the earbuds. And then obviously in this section here, you do have those discovery things that you could possibly do. That's not so much new. But down here is where you can turn off active noise canceling and turn on surround sense. Now surround sense is ultimately just being able to let the ambient noise in so you can hear your surroundings while you have the earbuds going, because the earbuds themselves are absolutely fantastic when it comes to noise canceling. They are crazy. They're crazy. So the next thing I want to show you here in the application is Find My Buds. So Find My Buds is turned on, and it also finds the case as well. So they're separated when you have them on. Now, right now it's not showing the buds because it's on top of it right there, but the buds normally show separately like that, and the case will be separate as well. So I think I had the case open. That's probably why it's doing that. But you can find your buds there, so that's pretty cool. You can adjust the volume or adjust the bud controls now. So in this section right here, I have changed them to the way I want them to be. They didn't come in this default order right here, but I want to set them up and show you how I have mine set up. So the top one on the left and the right is pause and play. The second one is the same on the left and right with the sound management switch. And then the double tap for the previous track is on the left, and a next track is double tap with the right, and you have volume controls on the bottom, so you can adjust those however you want with those 4 settings. And then down here in more settings, you just have another option. One more option you could turn on is auto pause, and that obviously pauses the music that you're listening to when you take a bud out, and I think that's really important. You should definitely turn that on. And after that, it's just the name and voice prompts that and how you want to get them. And you can shop in the Jaybird store on the bottom one and get support in the application as well. So now let's take a look. Let me give you some more feedback on how they sound, about the noise canceling and phone calls and things like that. All right, guys. So it is what you expected me to say. These are absolutely fantastic. They are fantastic. So, couple things. this is just my first impressions. So, you know, the excitement will wear off after a week or so. But in my humble experience dealing with the Jaybird brand, these earbuds from them all sound great, and they all have fantastic controls and easy to understand when it comes to the earbuds themselves. Now, I will use these to work out because I work out every day roughly, so I'll put in some treadmill, some weights, some cardio, just a bunch of different things that I do for my workout. And these are IP68 and the case is IP54. So these are going to be pretty good because I normally put my case in my pocket of whatever shorts I'm wearing, and the earbuds stay in my ear, and I'm definitely sweating a lot. So getting it in, I got the sauna going also. So I like to keep these earbuds in when I'm working out and just whatever I'm doing. So if I'm hitting the sauna, if I'm working out, I want to listen to some music, and I got a feeling that this is going to be a major upgrade for some people who have the original Vistas. Main thing is the sound. The active noise canceling is absolutely incredible on these things. I tell you no lies. Everything isn't perfect. No system is perfect. There are some things that I will point out later on down the line. I kind of want to save it, but these are great for active noise canceling. Is it the strongest active noise canceling? Probably not, but it's definitely there. And I haven't been in a very loud situation yet to really test out the canceling of the noise around me, but I got a feeling these are going to be really, really good, like in the top 3 good. You know, so that's a huge plus. Now, the surround sense. Basically, you're just turning on, you know, you're letting noise in while wearing. This isn't something that's new. You want to hear your surroundings, but you don't want to take your buds out. So you turn on surround sense. Super simple. Just go into the app, hit the button, or what it's controlled in the app on the. You set it up in the application as you saw in the settings. You can do. I think I have it set for long press. But nonetheless, you don't actually have to go into the app. You can just do everything from the earbuds. But I probably will pick one, and I'll probably stay with active noise canceling because when I have my earbuds in, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to be bothered at all, especially when I'm working out, or if I'm on a phone call, or I'm just somewhere I don't want to be bothered. And so I would definitely just keep my earbuds on active noise canceling. So sound quality. I did make some phone calls. I talked on the phone for a little bit, and the person said, "Oh man, you sound good. You sound really good." They didn't notice. I guess I asked them how I sound, so they didn't know I was testing out earbuds. They just said, "Oh, you sound great. You sound good." So normally when I'm using something or I'm testing earbuds or something like that, and they'll tell me immediately, "Ooh, you sound like you're in a hallway," or "Ooh, you sound like you're in a can." You know, people have their own, you know, different ways of telling you sound bad on a phone call. So with these, the conversation went on and on and on, and then eventually I said, "Hey, how do I sound, by the way?" And they said, "Oh, you sound great." And I think if a person has a problem with the way you sound, they'll tell you right away if you have a bad connection or something. That's just naturally how it goes. If someone sounds bad, you'll say, "Hey, do you have me on speakerphone?" Immediately. I know I'm not the only one that does that. So sound quality is fantastic. Now, what you will notice, though, is when you switch between the two, sound sense and surround sense and active noise canceling, you're going to hear a difference in the sound quality of the music you're listening to. And also depends on what genre of music you're listening to. You'll be able to determine if you like how that sounds or you don't like how it sounds. So for me, the surround sense it's okay. I got to get used to it. I mean, this is just my first impressions, but I got a feeling I'm probably going to use active noise canceling more because I like the way it seals off and I just don't hear anything. It's just quiet. So even with phone calls, I probably would just leave active noise canceling on. But yeah. Now, the only thing about earbuds with touch controls, if you don't know, I am not a fan of touch controls. I like the simple volume controls. I don't like to control the volume of my device from my buds, and I don't have to do that. I can just continue to do what I'm doing by controlling it on the phone. But they do have the option to do so. So it's up to you to decide whether you want to pick these up. I think that most people would say a con is the price, but considering I've had the Vistas, the original Vistas, and flawless. They don't sound as good as these. Obviously, they're a year or two old. How old are those? 2 or 3 years old? I'm not even sure. And yes, I'm still rocking with them. But these Vista 2s, huge upgrade in sound quality. The active noise canceling is fantastic. I like how the app does. The center console where you saw me swiping through, that's where you would change your equalizer. And I did set my equalizer, so I'm absolutely just in awe right now. But I can't tell you about battery life yet. I love the Find My Buds feature right in the app. I think that's super sweet. That's nothing new to a lot of people, and but the fact that Jaybird has got it integrated into their app now, I really like that. And it's just reminiscent of my AirPods, by having them, I can just go in there, I can ping them, or, I can ring them, whatever, that's just how it goes. So I'm glad that they're integrating. And speaking of AirPods, the Jaybird brand itself is just a proven, tried and true, trusted brand, not just from me. Now, one last thing that I want to talk about in this video is these have wireless charging. The case is a wireless charging case, and I will demo that for you in another video. So it's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Wow, the Jaybird Vista 2s, man. You guys knew I would have these in-house, and you knew that I would probably be kind of awed by them, but I'm a neutral player in the game, and so if there's something bad about them, I think only right now, it's my first impressions. Obviously, I think people will only question the price. And people will say, well, how do they compare to your Bower & Wilkins? The Bower & Wilkins are $400. I got those for $400. And I don't anticipate those going on sale anytime soon. But I can tell you, already, with these coming in at half the cost, these are much better than my Bower & Wilkins for those that are going to ask. They feel better in the ear. They sound better. The application's better. But the Bower & Wilkins sound good. But I would probably use the Bower & Wilkins if I'm editing or something like that. Link them to my Mac or whatever I'm doing and see how they sound that way for editing. But other than that, these are totally worth $199 in my opinion. I'm not biased at all. If you think I am, I'm not biased as the Jaybird brand. But I'm just telling you, this is a tried and true brand, and I've been using them for years. I was surprised to see that there was a Vista 2. I had no idea. And you go to their website a few days in advance, you saw something about June 8th launch, and I was like, whoa, here we go. So it's your man Jay. These bad boys are here to stay. And it's a nice upgrade for those that ask. This is an upgrade to your Vistas. So go ahead and hit that buy button. It's your man Jay. I'll see you in a week. Let's follow up on these later.